Toni Garrn is a German model. In 2008, she got her big break in the fashion industry after signing an exclusive contract with Calvin Klein. Early life: Toni Garrn was born Antonia Garrn in Hamburg, Germany. Her father works for an oil refinery and her mother is a businesswoman. She has an older brother, Niklas, who is also a model. When Garrn was 2 years old, she moved with her family to London, and later to Athens when she was 6. By the age of 10, she moved back to Hamburg with her family. When Garrn was 13, she was discovered by Claudia Meidelo, the owner of German model agency Model Work, during the 2006 FIFA World Cup in her hometown Hamburg, and then signed with New York agency Women Management. Career: Garrn debuted on the runway at age 15 as an exclusive for the Calvin Klein Spring-Summer 2008 runway show in New York. She then went on to be featured in the designer's ad campaign. The following season, she again walked exclusively for Calvin Klein. In the 2009 seasons, she walked over 60 shows for prestigious designers such as Stella McCartney, Dior, Louis Vuitton, Chanel, Hermès, Dolce & Gabbana, Michael Kors and others during Fashion Week. She has appeared in Vogue, Muse, Elle, Numa Copyright Row, Glamour, Marie Claire, Another Magazine, Harper's Bazaar, ID, and on the covers of Tush magazine and V magazine as the 8th-ranked model of Spring 2008. She also covered the February 2009 edition of Numa Copyright Row for their number 100 issue. In early 2012, she re-entered the top 50 models women list of the international modeling site Models.com, ranking in 20th place. She was first featured on the list in 2009, eventually peaking in 11th place. Garrn's resume includes covers for French, Japanese and Chinese Numa Copyright Row, German, Italian, Mexican, Spanish, Turkish, Ukrainian and Russian Vogue, French and German Elle, Madame Figaro, Muse, Allure and advertisements for Calvin Klein, Prada, Versace, Cartier, Jill Stewart, Fendi, Chloé Copyright, Emporio Armani, Hugo Boss, Zara, H&M, Dior, Donna Karan, JOOP. Shiseido, Philippa K, J. Crew, Neiman Marcus, Givenchy, Tommy Hilfiger, Juicy Couture, Massimo Dutti, Max Mara, Peek and Clottenburg, Express, Ralph Lauren, Burberry, La Euro unregistered trademark or a copyright AL, Biotherm, NARS Cosmetics, Mango, Ann Taylor and Blue Marine. Toni Garrn has worked with photographers like Steven Meisel, Peter Lindbergh, Karl Lagerfeld, Paolo Roversi, Zahn Lve Sunspor, Mariano Vivanco, Miles Aldridge, Craig McDean, Corinne Day, Camilla Akrans, Ellen von Unwerth, Manfred Bowman, Victor de Marchlier, Ralph Meck, Greg Cadel and Mario Testino. In 2014, she collaborates with German denim label Closed and designs her own line of jeans. Proceeds from the sales of her closed t-shirt, her @OE jeans for women, will be donated to a charity that focuses on the education of young girls in Africa. She is the face of new fragrance Simply by Jill Sander. Charity work: since June 2014, she is Plan International Ambassador for Because I Am a Girl. Victoria's Secret: in fall 2011, Garrn started modeling for Victoria's Secret, firstly appearing in their catalogs doing the clothing line. Soon after, she walked in the 2011 Victoria's Secret fashion show, and did a photo shoot for the Pink line with fellow model Shannon O'Shake. Her first Victoria's Secret fashion show casting was actually in 2010, but she was ultimately not casted for that year's show. In April 2012, Garrn was reported incorrectly by the media to have been chosen to become an official Victoria's Secret angel. The reports were all based on a misleading tweet by the official Victoria's Secret Twitter account which mentioned Garrn as new angel. Soon after, it was revealed that Garrn was merely chosen to star in a Victoria's Secret campaign for the Dream Angel line alongside Erin Heatherton and Lindsay Ellingson, as well as the Angels in Love commercial starring Eliza Taylor. On April 17, 2012, Garrn and the Victoria's Secret Angels, Erin Heatherton and Lindsay Ellingson, launched the Victoria's Secret Lover's Heavenly fragrance in a Victoria's Secret store in Soho. In November 2012, she returned to the catwalk of the Victoria's Secret fashion show for the second time, closing the show. She also walked the show in 2013. Personal life: Garn lived in an apartment in Financial District, Manhattan in New York City with her best friend Darlie Stevens. She is also friends with fellow models Karlie Kloss, Andrea Diaconou, Ginter Lapierre, Kendra Spears, Kezia Strass, Jordan Dunn, Sigrid Agron, Constance Jablonski and Taryn Davidson. She skipped Fashion Week in February 2010 in order to focus on the final exams of the ABITUR. Since May 2013, Garn has been dating American actor Leonardo DiCaprio. References. External links: Toni Garn at the Fashion Model Directory, Toni Garn at New York Magazine, Toni Garn profile on models.com.